Hi everyone, welcome back to another recipe mukbang. Today I will, oh my god, I'm so hungry. Today I am going to show you guys how to make Japanese style fried chicken called karaage. I made this once, a long time ago in my mom's house. And I kind of rewatched the video and I used the same pot to deep fry the chicken, and my gosh, I think that was my first time or something. It was so clean, it was all matte, like very shiny, and but now it's just all yellow and like I've washed it with baking soda and vinegar before, but it just doesn't do the job. Well, it just it's just an old pot, but I love it. It just has so much memory and the experience. It just kind of it has a history with me. I don't think I'm gonna throw it out. I like it. It works fine. I'm using the same pot. It's the first time I made my karaage, but it's such a simple recipe. All you need is you could use chicken breast if you want, but I'm using chicken thighs today. If you could find it, I've been to just Japanese groceries and they do sell chicken drumstick meat, like without the bone. So if you could find that, you could use that as well. I think that's more traditional way to do it, but I have chicken thighs. It's very available for me. But actually, before we start, make sure to check out the description box to check out the KAMIKOTO knife. Use the code KEEMI to get $50 off at the checkout. Also, check out how to enter the Starbucks gift card giveaway. It is weekly and I will announce the winner every Monday, so check that out. Yeah, I think that's it. Let's begin for real. So I have chicken thighs here, and to marinate it, I want to marinate with some garlic. This is minced garlic, about 1 spoonful. And then we are going to season a little bit with soy sauce. Maybe if you're using less chicken, then use less soy sauce, obviously. But I'm going to use about 2. Since I used soy sauce, I'm going to skip the salt, but I'm going to still add a little bit of black pepper. It's ideal to leave this in the refrigerator or marinator for about like 30 minutes. If you don't like it as salty, leave out the soy sauce or just add like very little bit of it. But all the karages I've ever tried in a restaurant, they are pretty salty. So I'm just guessing that's how it's supposed to be. But if you're making it at home, that's like the beauty of it. You get to just make it however you want, Done. Another thing we need is some flour. So this one is the Korean frying mix. If you guys don't have this, completely okay to use any kind of flour, just all-purpose flour. But since I had the frying mix, I'm just going to use that. And we need some egg. I'm using 2 egg yolks. If you want to just use the whole egg, it should be fine. But I prefer using egg yolks. So some people's karaage recipe, they don't use eggs. But I prefer to use on mine because I've learned that the egg, when you coat the chicken with the egg before you put in the flour and deep fry it, it actually keeps the moisture in, and so it keeps the outside crunchy but inside very moisture. So I'm going to use the egg yolks. You don't want to add too much, so I'm going to start off with 1. If that's enough, I'm gonna just go with it. But you don't want to taste too much egg, So and then before I deep fry the chicken, I'm going to deep fry some sliced garlic. The garlics are spicy, but when you deep fry it, it's okay. I've done it for Tong's curry before, and he loved it, and actually I like it too. I don't like raw garlic. It's just too harsh for my stomach. But when you cook it, especially when you're grilling, it's so good. And on the side, I have just very thinly sliced cabbage. So I used like the grinder thing, like a slicer, so they came out really thin. I'm going to mix it with ketchup and mayo. When I'm deep frying chicken, I usually keep the oil around 300 and 320. I just feel like it's just ideal for a lot of like fried things. I'm going to add 1 egg yolk first. Let's see how it does. Ooh, I feel like 1 should be enough. I feel like. So I have that. And then we're gonna cook them individually. So you could put it in a Ziploc and then kind of shake it with the flour. But I just like to do my individual pieces like this. Lower it a little bit. Just add all of it now. Just gonna mix it. If anything, I could double fry these. I'll try this one. Mmm. 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 I was a little worried that it might be too salty, but it's not bad. Wow, there's a lot in here. So first, I'm going to just take them out. I still have to deep fry them one more time. Okay guys, I am back. It was kind of getting crazy, so before anything happened, I just made a quick decision to move the frying pan to my stove and then kind of take the oil out. So thank God nothing happened, but it was just going crazy. I don't know why. Anyways, I have some ketchup and mayo. I'm going to mix these guys. You could use this as a dipping sauce. Just mix these guys together. Yum. I wish I had corn. Adding some corn to this is really, really good. But I went grocery shopping yesterday and just completely forgot a lot of things. Not just for the video, but just in general. I just always forget. I wrote everything down, but when I was heading out of the house yesterday, I just didn't bring my notebook or my diary or notepad, whatever you want to call it. You know what I find great? Chicken and rice. And I have some organic Korean peppers. My parents made it. My parents grew it and they harvested it the other day and just gave it to me. Some of them are very spicy. And she told me that in a way, how to tell between spicy pepper and non-spicy. The spicy ones are very dark green, but the light green ones they tend to be less spicy. So it's a little tip for you. So, should I eat some 쌈장? Cheers. So karages are not like crispy like fried chicken, but it still has that very kind of like slight crunch to it. Very, very subtle. More moist. My garlic. Mmm. Mmm. Wow, so good. The chicken is a little salty, but I always like dipping my anything fried chicken into salt. Mmm. So good. Just eat them together. Like this. Mmm. Mmm. I wish I made more garlic, but only had like half of a clove left. Mmm. It's so moist inside. Mmm. Mmm. Now, I will stick to one egg yolk. I think if I add a little more, I will see and taste more egg. Mmm. Can I reach? Oh, maybe I can. Oh, feels so nice. Oh, feels so nice. Mmm. I want a little bit of samjang. Oh, you know what? Have you guys seen this before? So, if you watch my Paris vlog, like a year ago, exactly a year ago, about I discovered this béarnaise sauce in France, because whenever you guys, like 99% of the places gave us this béarnaise sauce, so I'm like, and that was like my first time ever trying it. I know we have it here too, but this specific jar we don't have it here. And you know, obviously I brought some home, and then like we ate all of it, and my friends actually went to their honeymoon a couple of months ago, and they're like, do you guys want anything? And I'm like, usually I don't ask for anything, but I'm like, please get me this. And they remember, so I'm very grateful. I'm trying to save it, but I'm like almost done with it. But this goes with any kind of meat, especially steak. So I want to just take some out, just like that much. I'm just saving it, okay? But it's so good with steak though. Mmm. Oh my god. Yeah. Over here. I'm gonna add some samjang for my peppers. I think I could have a whole meal just with pepper, samjang, and rice. So good. Mmm. And then some cucumber kimchi that my mom made. She's like, I made it with like cucumber that's not too, like, that's not completely ready, so it might taste bad. I'm like, whatever. She's just trying to be humble, but I'm like, you know, it tastes good. Her cucumber kimchis are really good. Mmm. My sister and my mom, we have been bonding over plants a lot. I mean, we're family, but I always thought we were all pretty like different. Yes, you know, similar, but we never really had like a similar interest or like hobby. But my sister got into plants, and then she introduced it to my mom, and then I wasn't interested at all in the beginning, but my sister just gave me like free plants. I'm like, okay, whatever. And then I just got into it. So whenever I hang out with my mom or my sister, it's usually like 90% of the time it's like we're talking either about plants or buying plants. So that's been nice. I think growing plants, it's something you don't want to do alone. Like, it's nice to have other people do it because you trade. And it's very fun. Oh, the chicken is so good. I'll show you. So tender. I know that if you use like the drumstick meat, it'll be much more moist and like juicy, but this is fine the way it is. Today's question from the 300 writing prompts. So what did you get into trouble for the most when you were a kid? And immediately, I was able to answer this immediately. And I feel like a lot of you guys can agree with me, is that I loved staying out back with my friends. Just hanging out until like 3 in the morning. But you know, like I had my parents weren't the strictest, because I know a couple of my friends who they had a curfew at 9 o'clock. Mine was at least around midnight, but I never really listened. I always passed midnight because you know, you're just so caught up in the moment. You're just having so much fun. You don't want to go home. So you know, usually that's like if I came home on time, I'm sure they would have been like okay with me going out a little more. But because I never kept it, it just like every single time I had to ask them if I can hang out with my friends at night, it was just always like a big deal. You know, you always want to do the opposite. Go against the rules. Especially when you're a teenager, you know? And I had a one time where... So my dad used to go to work at 4 in the morning. I think he still does. It might not be as early anymore, but, you know, that's when my dad was, like, just working really, really harder than now. Like, he's a hard worker, but anyways, he went to work at 4, and we had one car at the house at the moment, and I needed the car that night. We were going to watch Harry Potter, and then I didn't really think about how long the movie was gonna be and how late I was gonna stay out. So I ended up having the car until like 4 in the morning, and I got a call from my dad. I need the car. I need to go to work. I'm like, shoot, like I really pushed it this time. So more than like being scared of how much trouble I'm getting in, I just felt bad for my dad that like, oh, it made like, you know, it just got so inconvenient for you that he has to wait for me to come home with his car. So that like was like one of the biggest things that I remember. And another scary thing, like my dad slept early because he goes to work early, but my mom would always wait for me at home until I come home because she's worried. You know, I get it, but she was she was always so mad. Like whenever I come home, she's like waiting in the living room, just like so angry, half asleep. So I felt bad. Back then, I didn't understand why she just couldn't sleep. Like, I'll be home safe, just go to sleep. But after I started living with Tong and like, so Tong didn't really have his parents around as when he was growing up. So he didn't have curfew. He didn't have like any like nobody nagged him. He just did whatever he wanted back when he was a teenager. So, but I grew up with the opposite, like, you know, way. You know, when we started living together, we clashed a lot because yeah, Tong can go out alone if like, you know, if he wants to, and I want to stay home, I'm gonna stay home. But he used to come home so I could sleep. But that's when I realized, oh, this is how my mom felt, and just Tong didn't understand why I was like that. My mom always told me, you know, when you have a kid yourself, you're gonna realize all the things that I've said and done to you. You'll know why, and you'll feel it. I don't even have a kid, and I realize that, you know, maybe Tong's just have a kid. But maybe all men are. Me and my best friend, we always just want to hang out together. We always want to hang out with new boys and like hang out with like a bunch of like, you know, like we want to like be out and about. But I can't tell my mom that we're doing the same thing every day. She's not gonna let me out because she just doesn't. She's like, she would say that you saw her yesterday while you're going out again, kind of thing. So I always kind of have to make up a lie, like, oh, today's this person's birthday, or like, oh, this person's going away. I made up some like good lies, and my mom bought it, or she pretended like she bought it. I don't know. And yeah, sometimes I wanted to sleep over at somebody's house. I had to lie about that too. But it just, I mean, thank God nothing bad ever happened. Because we still need guidance and be protected, right? As a teenager, you know, you still need your parent. If you're a teenager right now and if you think that you don't need any parents or any adult to like look out for you, you're very wrong. Oops. What's the craziest lie that you guys told your parents because you wanted to hang out with your friends? I really want to know. That's one thing I'm scared of. Like, when Tong and I have a kid and they're a teenager, and that's why I don't want to become a strict parent, because I feel like the more strict you are, the more like better lies they will come up with. So I'd rather be like very open and, you know, so that they don't lie to me. And Tony and I talked about this the other day. We feel like because he grew up with such a different environment than I did, that we might like, because and our parenting will be so different that it might be good. Like we will meet in the halfway, meet in the middle. Ideally, but who knows? It might be completely a chaos. Yesterday, we were at a grocery store, and then we saw this Asian mom. She had 3 kids, like not like maybe like they're definitely under like 7-year-olds, 7-year-old. So they were like all on the cart, and they're screaming. They were like, I don't know if they're playing, they were just screaming, they're angry, I don't know what it was, but they're just extremely obnoxious and loud. I feel bad for the mom, like she seemed so stressed. Because, I don't know, she probably had no choice to bring all of them, and she still had to go get groceries and all. But, man, she just seemed so stressed. So I told Tong, if I ever have to come to grocery stores with my baby, I'm bringing a friend. Oh, no more alcohol. Oh. I talked to my friends a couple of days ago about our like teenage years in high school, and compared to them, I feel like mine was pretty normal. Like nothing too crazy. But you know, maybe it's a I don't know if it's a Korean parent thing or just like a girl thing, but even after I graduated and came home from college, my parents still gave me a curfew. So that didn't work out, because in college I did whatever I wanted. Like I stayed out as long as I want. The funny thing is, now I can stay out, do whatever I want. Now I just want to stay home. Also, sorry, I'm getting like sidetracked, but adding an egg will keep the chicken more moisture longer. Like even after they stay out for a while. And thank goodness none of the peppers were too spicy. Some of them are spicy. So, in high school, I had a perfect attendance until senior year. I thought I would be one of those people that wouldn't be affected by senioritis. Is that the word? But it did. Man, I did not want to go to school. I did not care about my grades until somebody told me that, you know, because this is when I already got accepted to a college that I wanted to go to. Until somebody told me that, you know, they could still kick you out if they see that your last year's grade sucks. I'm like, oh shoot. So I just made sure that I didn't I didn't fail any classes, but I barely tried. And I don't know why I decided to take AP classes in my senior year, but if you want to take AP classes, take it when you're like a junior. Yeah, that was my peak. I had the best grades, so productive. But maybe that's why, like, I was so good my junior year that senior year I just wanted to let go of everything. Oh man, going to college is so exciting. I visited my alma mater the other week. Well, I had to visit my sister, and although it changed a lot, so many memories, you know. Like, that's when I met my husband. Well, he didn't go there, but I met him there because he came down for a party. That's when I first started talking to Tong over the phone. It was nice. Okay, I think I am done. I feel like I could just really stuff it in, but I should really stop myself. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's recipe video. If you guys did, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos. Make sure to enter the Starbucks gift card giveaway. I'll check out the description box, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye guys.